My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Alright, Defect. You have a debt. You didn't make a day 10 last time, you gotta make a day 10 this time. You are on a 10. You gotta make the third floor this time. I believe in you. Especially with a path that has early removal and a late shop as well. Almost only normal fights. That's a little concerning. Those are going to take a lot of our HP. I wonder if I should consider a different path based on just that. What alternatives are there? If I went this way instead, I could get an early elite instead of a shop, but then I can also take 2 question marks rather than 2 normal fights. And the normal fights by that time are definitely in the second tier of the pool, so they're actually pretty hard. Alternatively, I can just focus on damage. Like, I can just build damage the whole time and then just kind of just try and run through them. Try and build defense before I get to the end of the floor with Ceremonial Beast. Let's take Booming Conch. I'm going to give myself the chance at taking that line. We'll deal cost before everything else. Ugh. Yep, about the worst targeting it could have done. I'm going to under-defend by 4 so that I can get a Lightning Orb out, and it hits the worst target possible as well. Wow. 1, 2, and best I can do. Please, you have to stop hitting the Twig Slime in the middle. You truly do. It's actually costing me HP now. White Noise, Hailstorm, Momentum Strike. None of these are damage except for Momentum Strike, and even that... I don't know if I can afford to make the mistake I'm planning on doing, which is taking that White Noise. Momentum Strike just feels so bad. Screw it, I'm taking the Hailstorm. As soon as I find a Cold Snap, that's going to be a really good choice. Up until I find a Cold Snap, that is an awful, awful choice. Come on, Cold Snap. Never punish. That's a cool-headed. Now I do need before I needed damage, now I need double damage. I need so much damage. This Hailstorm says, strike at the end of every turn. That's what it says to me. Bulk Up Barrage and Ball Lightning. I'm leaning Ball Lightning so that I can just cycle orbs and do damage. Okay, so we have probably enough damage. We probably have to rest after the elite, though. It really depends. We might get a really good flex pot turn. Speaking of a really good flex pot turn, we might actually have to use our really good flex pot turn here. I might be able to get away with it just because we've got the Hailstorm almost certainly in the next draw cycle. There it is. Still have to take 13 damage there, but looks like we'll be able to make it out of here safely. Boot sequence, synchronize. Synchronize sounds good to me. That's fine. I want time to set up the Cool Head and Hailstorm in this next cycle anyway. So 1, 2, and I'll just strike. Maybe I should have dual cast, actually. Definitely zap before this cool-headed. I think maybe I'm supposed to flex pot now. Oh no, the damage went from Hailstorm first. I thought it was going to come from the Lightnings first, so I thought I was going to be able to take out the enemy, and then the Hailstorm was going to do its AoE. Evidently not the situation we found happening. That's okay. We only take 1 damage this turn. I think I've got 3 infections in the next turn, though. Yep, pretty scared about that. 1, 2. Thankfully, the enemy dies before the infections do the damage. Bronze Scales, start each combo with 3 thorns. Distilled Chaos as well. And a funky little hologram to help out this deck. Do I have a rest on the... I do have a rest on the other side. Okay, so I'll save the rest until I get my upgrade. My relic, just in case it triggers on rest. I'll upgrade our first hand in the next combat. Upgrade a card in the deck and 9 HP is pretty good as well. But the idea of getting Hailstorm to cost 0 makes it much easier to build like a bunch of draw to support getting to it. I like it a lot. Ornamental Fan. Unfortunately, we're entirely the wrong type of deck to take advantage of that. But our opening hand is going to be 7 cards large and upgraded in this next Elite Combat. I'm not going to tell you that this is the opening hand I wanted to see. I suspect I don't win the fight. Unless I, like, really take advantage of everything I can on this turn. Oh, boy. Decent damage. Ball Lightning, Cool-Headed cycles into a new draw pile, and get a zap out there. It's got enough time that it'll definitely pay for itself. Synchronize into... dual cast Ball Lightning. I don't want to dual cast the Frost Orb. Chill. Second source of Frost in the deck is really important, but also the fact that it is as large as the enemy side is really important as well. Again, take the upgrade here, then possibly end up buying a relic here that cares about resting. That did not happen, but there is modded. Gain an orb slot, draw a card, increases card's cost by 1 this combat. Thank you, Hailstorm, for showing up at exactly the right time. It really helped. Pull out Zap, maybe? Hey, no, I don't need to do that at all. I can just take the 2 damage this turn and then end the fight next. Chill Lightning Rod Turbo. Now, here I feel like the answer might be a Lightning Rod. Nice defensive tool that channels multiple orbs of lightning. Doesn't require us to attack to get value out of the turn. I think Synchronize being upgraded would be really helpful, but I do think I'm probably going to need to be able to take like 1 big damage turn in this upcoming fight, so I'm going to rest. I don't think the Strength Potion really changes that much about how we do this fight. Like, the majority of this fight is just going to be decided by our orbs. So my main goal is get as many orb slots and fill them as quickly as possible. Yeah, like that. See, if I don't have to play any attacks, I get 4 block a turn out of that Ripple Basin. And that's a lot of block a turn, frankly. Stunned him. Enemy was ringing, so I could only play a single card, but thankfully, that single card still did a whole lot. And we'll be making our way out of here. And yes, I did need to rest as well. Echo for me. Well. Ask and ye shan't receive. What about this machine learning, though? Drawing an additional card each turn is certainly good. It's extremely good. You know what drawing an additional card each turn is? It's pretty good. Drawing 7 cards a turn is ridiculous. So, yes, I will be taking a defensive line here as well. I'm going to be cutting cards from the deck. I'm going to be upgrading cards. I'm going to probably take this line. I might dip in to take this lead instead. But the general idea is if I have the ability to draw 7 cards in a turn, the value of my deck, the value of each individual card is so much more important because I see them so much more consistently. Annoyingly, I don't have a big defensive turn here. It's gonna just drop another double defend. At least I can stagger the front line. That's nice. I honestly didn't think I could. Yeah, those strikes are definitely between me and the rest of my actual deck. Boss work. AoE in the orb deck, thank you. I don't get that much block this turn. It could be worse. Oh, never mind. 18. I keep forgetting Ripple Basin's got my back. Ugh! My Hailstorm! You're not allowed to have that. That's mine. That's for me. Let's synchronize. Two damage while you're in the air. I don't need a second Hailstorm. I will take the first one back, please. Do I dare Bing Bong? I almost want to take the 15 HP here so I'm ready to make sure that I get Struggles. Because Mr. Struggles giving us AoE damage each turn is a real great contributor here. My good lord. Do I could go for the money. No. I'd like to draw 9 cards a turn, actually. That's 9 cards every 4th turn, though. Machine Learning needs an upgrade. Compile Driver probably gets bored here. There is a shop in another couple spaces time, so give me that money. Come on. Regal Pillar. Damn. Amethyst Aubergine. This one has to be a rest. I'm not willing to keep holding on to the 22 health that entire time. Then Glacier is really powerful, but I do want to continue the removals. I feel like I'm Whoa, that wasn't supposed to be a shop. But it was. Oh, what do I do now? Do I dodge? Do I go to an elite? I do have 2 potions. Alright. Hell of a turn. Synchronize and then Compile Driver, both of them seeing 3 unique orbs in hand. Hell yeah. More damage than I was ideally going to take that turn, alas. I do need more zero-cost cards in this deck because we have so much draw. Every additional zero-cost card is like another turn becoming ridiculously more effective than it was previously able. I don't need another cool head in this deck. We've got draw. I'm gonna be so annoyed if you get me, buddy. I'm gonna use both potions. I don't care. I'll take Equilibrium. Help me defend this hand. I'll Lightning Rod defend. Obviously, I'm just looking for Frost and then Time. Great. 1 HP on the first turn, 3 HP on the second turn. That's about as little as I could possibly be losing here. Four damage that turn, and we take the fight. Oh, good lord. Holy Smooth Stone helps. 1 dex. Null, White Noise. Null as a source of weaken for a single target is not that bad. I'll take it. I really need this fight not to do that much damage to me, though, because the boss fight will. Okay. Some real incredible hits there. Great defensive turn and offensive turn at the same time. Focus Potion, Lightning Rod, Gun Cup, Sweeping Beam. No need to upgrade one of those. This one is going to be Rest. I'm going to use the Focus Potion in the next fight just because I don't have time. I simply do not have the time to stay in this fight as long as this enemy would like me to be here. You make problems. Actually, hang on. No, I can turn down drawing 1 additional card a turn. That's something I can definitely do. Sure, Mind Rot. 1 less card each turn. I'm still drawing 6. I really hope that Focus Potion wouldn't have been correct. It's going to be so useful next floor. If I can get away with not using it here, it will have been correct too. I just need to be able to get away with not using it here. I only really want to synchronize if I'm also going to go off that turn. Definitely has to be the 7 damage turn. Can't deny myself being able to play cards. Start with compile. We draw into synchronize last work. Gestating this dark orb a wee bit. I'm getting pretty concerned. I will use the focus potion. And yes, I should have used it at the top of the fight. I did not project how well this fight was going to go. Boy, howdy. I'm dead. I had so much draw. There was so much draw. I even rested. Meteor Strike. Yeah. I don't know about that. Do I use that as a payoff piece for like a hologram turbo deck? Is that what it's meant to do for us? Take a boot sequence. No turbo, eh? Cold Snap Glacier is actually really useful here as well. Keep us comfy and defended while we focus on trying to get the energy for Meteor Storm. And also, if Meteor Strike is like evoking a bunch of frost because it's pushing the frost orbs out, it's defending us. Yay. Exactly what we want to see. And then if the Glacier is pushing out the plasma orbs, it's giving us energy. Yay. I mean, that Darkness Orb gives us a trajectory for damage. Nope. I'm fixing the mistake I just made. I'm gonna try it. You know what deck, what card you want to play from your deck? You know what random attack you want to play from your draw pile? Meteor Strike if you can. I'm gonna give it a go. Alright, 1 and 2 to play Meteor Strike here. Alright. Thanks for playing. Gunk Up, Leap, and Lightning Rod. I'm happy to take a Lightning Rod. Just a generally high value card, I think. Take that spoils. There's no way I'm going to that elite. You couldn't pay me all the world to go to that elite. I am currently carrying along a load of curses in this deck. I'm not going to that elite. Come on. Glad I had any defense that turn, frankly. Okay, great. Multicast. I didn't take the darkness, did I? Yeah, multicast is still pretty good. This deck currently is absolute trash, by the way. I'm adding no attacks so I can try and target Meteor Strike, but I've just got all these strikes in here that just get screwed up constantly. This is nothing. I'm cooking nothing for dinner. I hope you're hungry. You still will be at the end of this meal. I hope you like being hungry. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Come on, do it. But it'll work one of these days. Claw, Hailstorm, White Noise. Take Hailstorm, do some AoE damage with the Frost that I have a lot of access to. Also got the Tuning Fork. Every time I play 10 skills, gain block. 7 block, that is. Should have played multicast at the end of that turn, just to increment. I really don't want to take this damage this turn. I'm going to use a Swift Pot. Nice. Boot Sequence is a good draw. Explosive Ampule, Momentum Strength, Gunk Up, Cold Snap, no thank you. Those are all attacks that I don't want to add into the deck. Come on. I know every strike is in there at the moment as well, but come on. Uproar, gimme, just one. Hey, you know what, Uproar? You tried. You played a non-strike. I'm proud of you, buddy. Once I lose this run, we're going to Buc-ee's. That still hurt my body. Synthesis. Next player you play costs 0. Or another Hailstorm. I actually do. Let's do it. Let's do it up double Hailstorm style. I want dual cast free. I want... more damage on Uproar doesn't really change too much. I think Hailstorm drawing just in case I don't have the... Ooh, max HP, neat. Just in case I don't have in hand what I need. I can't cast Meteor Storm. I just can't do it. I'm not actually able. I really want to go for an upgrade here. I'm gonna choose to rest though. Lightning Rod and Glacier. I mean, we've definitely got that going for us. We've got the enemy's thorns down pretty quickly. Ooh, modded for some additional space. That sounds great. Pulled that from a skill potion to help us out through the combat. Two Hailstorms and a Frost Orb out, so the enemy's taking 12 damage at the end of each turn. Even a turn that wasn't particularly defensive was okay there. Get him. One of these days. Trash to treasure. Whenever you create a status card, channel 1 random orb, or adaptive strike, 2 energy, deal 18 damage, add a 0 cost copy of this card to the discard pile. I mean, you know, those being in the next cycle is nice. Shatter is also a pretty good just AoE card to put in a deck like this, considering how many orbs I generate. Although I don't want it to be played by Uproar. And then Trash to Treasure doesn't really have a position in this deck. It's Shatter or nothing, I think. I'll take the Shatter. I will regret it sometimes, I'm certain of that. Chance a skill with Imbued? No. It's only a skill, so it can't be the Meteor Strike, and also if I do multicast like I just do, 24 random damage at the start of a fight, that's not great. Dual cast into quad cast is pretty good, though. Yeah. Two shops before the split midway. Oh. We don't even have a removal cost yet. No, I can take those 2 shops. That's great. Cut 2 cards out of this deck. Sounds good to me. Hailstorm Boot sequence. I'll quad the cast. Even better than multicast. And then multicast just increment the tuning fork. Gosh, a Frost Orb would be helpful. Don't know where I would get one, though. That's the thing. Managed to get through that entire fight without one. Double energy. That goes in this deck because occasionally it is permission to play our Meteor Strike. Unfortunately, it needs Meteor Strike to be upgraded to be that permission structure, but alas. Cut a strike. I think there's a world here where I take the Cool-Headed. It's also a world where I take Capacitor. I like that world a lot more, but then I won't be able to do too much useful in the next shop. Well, if I can't do anything that useful in the next shop, then I take Capacitor and Cool-Headed. I couldn't have known the first shop was going to have more than I could possibly ever want. Gonna have to use the explosive ampule there to prevent myself from taking just an unreasonable amount of damage. Hologram. More control over what's in our hand, and it's not an attack. Sounds great to me. Super critical would have been great if I could have gotten it, but I can't, so I won't. So let's continue. And double energy needs to be upgraded, otherwise the majority of the time I draw it, it's only 1 energy. Now it is 3. Yeah, start with the Uproar. Of course. If it does the Meteor Strike 1 time before I die, I would, and I will die, but it's just 1. It's all I need. Ooh. Double the energy. Then Meteor Strike. Then Quadcast. Then Hologram back that same Meteor Strike. Got to get a Frost Orb out by the end of the turn. Hey, nicely spread damage there. Mercury Hourglass for even more AoE. I mean, there's an argument behind Overclock in that it's good and we should take it. It's a pretty good argument, I think. I'm gonna have to use that chill to defend it all. I don't think it makes too much sense for me to shatter on a turn like this. Hell yeah. Double energy, hologram, we can pull back and play Meteor Strike. And now I just have 3 additional energy every turn. Well, I say every turn, I'm probably gonna get rid of it sooner rather than later. Or rather, it is every turn for the rest of the combat. Feral, boost ahead, boost away rather, and cool-headed. Nope, I need those other cool-headeds upgraded before that. Spoils map is removed. Pantograph! At the start of boss combat, heal for 25 HP. I now need cool-headed upgraded. I need hologram upgraded. We'll start with cool-headed. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna use the skill pot on turn 1, looking for something related to draw. I don't get anything related to draw. Do I take the power on Hailstorm to up our damage, or do I fish from White Noise? I'm gonna fish from White Noise. Defrag helps. I shouldn't use the double energy that turn. It's not needed in any way. I'll still use the skill pot for the exact same reason, though. White Noise, defrag. Hello. The rest of that needs to be reachable via hologram if I need it. God damn it. Hollow back. Boot sequence, boot sequence. That's the best defense I can put together this turn. Hailstorm. Overclock. Cool-headed. And cold snap. You bastard. You don't understand. You really, truly don't understand. I rest here. I upgrade in this shop. I have 1 elite. Even if I have to rest here, I get another 25 HP before the boss, courtesy of the pantograph that we just picked up. Everything was just about to come back around. Even despite this really useless card that I was trying to drag around in a deck that is otherwise quite good. Cut the Meteor Strike and the Uproar from this deck, and this deck is sick. With those 2 in here, it is... well... we see. We have currently achieved the destiny of Marge. My body. It has fallen apart. How dare you, Defect? You let me down. I didn't let you down. You were in control, right? I was playing. I'll have to check in with you next time, Defect. And that time, it's gonna have to be a win, okay? So you focus on what you've been doing. You go sit in the corner and think about what you've done, buddy. And I'll sit in the opposite corner and do the same. For the moment, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. A special thanks to this episode, Zoe. I said that last episode. No!